Hey guys, welcome to Foundation Friday First Impressions. Today we are trying the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Creme by Becca. So this foundation is from Becca and it is the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Creme. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff I'm thinking is French, and so if you want to see me butcher it, okay, here you go. Fond de teint crème à couvrance maximale. That was not anywhere close, was it? I can't even probably try to do that again. So I bought this foundation myself from the local Sephora because I'm totally not big enough or cool enough yet to have sponsors sending me free product. So I paid $44 for this, and it comes in a box like this, and the foundation itself is 1.01 fluid ounces. I have the color Sand here. I will have to insert exactly how many of the shades that they have. It seemed like a good amount though, but don't quote me on that offhand because I wasn't paying close enough attention while I was in store. And so it has a silver cap, and when you pull it off, there we go. It has a pump top, of course, which I love, and what is that? It's kind of like a high-end plastic. I don't know exactly how to say that. You would think like sometimes like it might get fingerprints on it, but it doesn't seem to have that problem, so I like that. It's very minimalistic in its packaging, so that's kind of attractive. But I'm gonna get going and give this a shot. You guys know the drill. Half of my face with a sponge, the other half with a brush. I'll let you know my opinions on which way I think is applied better. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so some initial first thoughts. This foundation seems very like dry. Do you know what I mean? Like there's some foundations when you put it on, it does not feel moisturizing. It feels more like the Kat Von D Lock-It or the Urban Decay All-Nighter, and it seems like it dries really quickly. You have to work really fast, and I feel like it's just like it's dry, and it didn't have enough time to I didn't have enough time to spread it all over my face, even though I was trying to work really quickly. So I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. I think that, let me grab my Fix Plus here, hold on. I feel like you need to have a teeny bit of moisture already going on your face, and I felt like I already did because I had my, my primer and my face lotion and everything on, but I feel like your face already needs to be almost like wet so that once you like start brushing this stuff in, it's going to like mix in, if that makes sense. I'm gonna give myself a quick spritz here. Okay, I'm gonna go in and do the other side now. Okay, so I will say that this foundation does remind me more of the like Urban Decay All Nighter or Kat Von D Lock-It, and I do think there is a lot of coverage. I still have a little bit of red peeking through, but when I tried to layer it up, it didn't really make it more opaque. It just kind of spread it around, which was weird. And it is a little bit drying and clinging to the dry patches on my nose, so that doesn't look great. It's not as bad as some that I've seen. Definitely prefer it with the Beauty Blender, but I have to say, I don't know, I just don't feel like it looks very natural. I feel like it looks very mask-like. And so, for some, and usually for me, it's not a problem, but like, it seems a little, I don't know exactly how to describe it. It feels like this one is just too dry, the consistency of the foundation. So maybe it's also really good for oily skin because it's not letting a lot through in terms of moisture. I feel like you would need to go in and add some of like the shimmering skin perfector with this because I just feel like it's too dry. I'm gonna add a little actually. I don't know about that because now not only is it a highlighter, because I'm adding it so late, it's like taking off the foundation that I put on. That was a mistake. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, as I'm looking at it on camera, it looks better, I think, coming across on camera than it does in person. I am getting a lot of this like bunching right up around my nose, and it is already kind of separating on my nose and kind of broke where, you see your skin shining through, so it comes in a little bit patchy. I think that this foundation by itself may be really good for like maybe the oily girls out there, which I will get throughout the rest of the day. So as my natural oils start to happen, you may see more of like a natural, radiant, glowy, dewy finish. But right now, it is like stark dry, and I feel like it's too dry to apply without some sort of moisturizing, like skin perfector or something to kind of like thin it out because it dries really fast on the skin as well. So if you're not like in there quick, like it's just gonna look really patchy, and I don't recommend doing it with the brush unless you're working in very tiny little sections, because it just did not look right when I tried to do it with a brush. Overall, the Kat Von D Lock-It is around 30, and I think that the Urban Decay All-Nighter is around 39. And even with its oxidation, you know, and you wait 30 minutes and it's a shade darker or more than when you first put it on, I feel like those are as much or, you know, more coverage possibly than you're getting out of this Becca one. And I don't have the same problems with it like drying as quickly, with it not being able to be blended out as fast. So I don't know if I would say that it's necessarily worth the $44 or more money that you're spending. I do kind of like the foundation. I am a little worried about, you know, the application and the things I've already mentioned. But those are my first impressions. I would love to hear yours. I haven't seen a ton of videos on this foundation. I would like to know if you have tried this foundation, if you're having any of the same experiences as me. Would love to find out. And if you guys have other foundations that you are wanting to recommend or have me review on this channel, please leave them as a comment in this video and I will see if I can make that happen. As always, I hope you guys are doing so awesome. Thank you for spending your Friday with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will see you next week. Bye guys!